So if you're here watching this video, I believe it's safe to assume that you yourself believe in magic. But what is magic and how does it work and operate within the physical world? Why do we perform spells or rituals to affect changes within the world around us? So before we get too far into these questions, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we're going to talk about magic, what it is, and attempt to explore how it operates in our world. Now, if we're being honest, we should know these things if we are attempting to use it, right? Now, if you ask 10 different people this question, you will probably get 10 different answers, and they will all probably be correct in one form or another. For example, it was the famous occultist Aleister Crowley who defined magic as the art of causing change within conformity of the will. Now, this is true. However, it is also vague and can easily be applied to any mundane action. Simply taking a drink of water when one is thirsty would be an act of magic. But the idea of this video is to dive into this a little further and explore. So let's get on with it. So magic at its core is a science, and we know that science is defined as the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation, experimentation, and the testing of theories against the evidence obtained. So science, as we know it today, pertains to the physical world. Magic would be the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the spiritual world. Now, magic is often dismissed because you cannot measure it as you can with the natural world, but as science it is nonetheless. Only you cannot measure results by physical means. I like to describe magic as the manipulation of energy within the microcosm to affect change within the macrocosm. Just as it is theorized in physics that all things are connected, this has been a common belief among occultists for ages. Science also tells us that energy cannot be destroyed and can only be transformed, as well that matter itself is a form of energy. Just as our limbs move from that of a single thought, so it is that energy follows thought. This is the reason that meditation is often stressed among magical practitioners, because you need to be able to focus your mind on the desired outcome and not be thinking about a conversation you had a week ago or your plans for the following night. But let's take a look at the reality of magic. As I've already said, magic is real, and you probably practice some form of it yourself, or you wouldn't be watching this video. So let's say you work a spell or ritual to obtain a specific result. That energy that you've manipulated is going to follow the path of least resistance. Just as water flows, it flows in the direction with the least resistance to it. Now it can, however, over time wear down that stone blocking its path, but that isn't what we're discussing here. Say you conduct a working to obtain money, and you are very vague and not specific on how you wish to obtain it or how much you desire to obtain, which is so often the case with people when they first begin. You may walk through a parking lot and find a $5 bill lying on the ground, and because this isn't what you were really expecting, you may just throw your arms up and claim that magic didn't work. Oftentimes, people become discouraged and magic gets discarded altogether. Now, another pretty extreme example is that of performing a working to win the lottery and never buying a lottery ticket. There's no way for the magic to manifest. Or even if you do buy a ticket, your magic is also going against the hopes and wishes of millions of other people who are putting their chaotic thoughts and desires out into the cosmos, which in turn makes your flow of magic difficult to navigate because energy follows thought, and there is a lot of energy pulling on that one single result. This is also why I was taught to never underestimate idiots and masses. So now that we have established that magic is real, and as real as any other thing. And because it is real, it is also subject to external influences and factors that are also real. As controversial as this is, if you were to do a working to gain the admiration or love of a specific person, but you have a personality of that of a swine, your magic will probably not be very effective in your desired outcome. Now, this does not mean that your magic didn't work, only that there were other external factors that influenced the outcome, and essentially your magic itself was not up to the task. This is one reason for that old saying, don't put all your eggs in the one basket. You shouldn't rely on magic to be the end-all be-all within your life. You still have to get up and put forth effort. Now, there are those who make claims to why their magic didn't work, such as the gods didn't will it. Now, if that's the case, that would indicate that the gods have mapped out and planned your life, and you cannot deviate from that path, because nothing happens without their will. So the question is why are you practicing magic anyway? Does anyone else see the error in this? Probably the most common one is that your magic manifested within the astral plane. Who cares if it manifested there? Is it doing you any good if it manifested in the astral? Was that what your intention was? No, it wasn't. And that is nothing more than a cop-out. So if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so you'll be notified when new videos are released. Visit the website echoesfromthetemple.com and check out the new merch and projects I'm working on. I will also be putting out new videos each week as my schedule allows. You can also join the community on Discord or Facebook and check out my blog at echoesfrometernity.com. All the links are below in the description. So until next time, have a beautiful day.